What's going on, fellas? I have a free training coming up on 3 secrets how to make a woman fall in love with you. I'm gonna give you 3 secrets to teach you that can make women fall in love with you. You're not gonna want to miss this. It's free. Sign up. Link in the bio, the description, or the comments, wherever you see this at. If you're a guy who struggles to keep women around for a long time, if you're a guy who struggles to make it out of the honeymoon phase of dating, where it's 2-3 months and then the girl goes. If you're a guy who struggles maintaining attention and attraction over a long term, if you're a guy who struggles trying to maintain a rotation of girls and keeping them there for a long time, if you're a guy who's trying to get into a long-term serious relationship, this is the place you need to be. August 25th, 3 secrets to make a woman fall in love with you. You do not want to miss this. Come get this free game. The 10th player commandment number 10. All right, and this is a hard one. This is a journey we all are going to continue to strive to be on. It's to master the art of controlling your emotions. This is a journey every day that you should practice, right? This ain't something you're gonna I say this and you say I'm gonna control my emotions and it's just overnight you're gonna be. No, it don't work like that. But you want to control your emotions. You should never let your emotions dictate your actions. Did I say suppress your emotions? Of course not. We all need outlets for our emotions. Get you some homies that you trust. If you got your parents in your life or whatever, you can confide in them. Get you a therapist or whatever. So you don't want to be suppressing your emotions and hiding, because that's what makes you toxic. When ill brews inside of you, the poison is brewing and you don't get it out. It makes you toxic, makes you a toxic person. So I didn't say hide or suppress your emotions. I said master them, meaning don't let your emotions dictate your actions. Never let your emotions dictate what comes out of your mouth. That's controlling your emotions. And you need to master the art of doing that, right? As a leader, see, I want all of us to be leaders. I want us to be, bosses and leaders, right? People won't follow you. If you can't control your emotions, you have a hard time getting people to follow you if you can't control yourself. They'll only follow you for so long. Again, look at Kanye. All of his artists are leaving. It's probably money reasons too, but he's not a good leader. You see what I'm saying? Because he can't control himself. And when people see that you can't control yourself, they don't want to submit to your will. They don't want to follow you. They don't want to, you see what I'm saying? You don't want to be a guy who has no control over his emotions, because when people see that your emotions are all over the place, they can pick at your emotions and control you. You see what I'm saying? But, again, you want to be able to get to a space to where you are good with not letting your emotions, not letting the way you feel dictate what you do or dictate what you say. It's a lot of guys in prison right now because they didn't know how to control their emotions. Somebody did something or said something to them, they flipped out, shot him and killed him, and now they have to deal with, for the rest of their life, a split second, a decision based on emotions that happen in a split second. And that action caused them the rest of their life. You never want to be in a space like that. So, also, I want you guys to understand this too, and this is some game. Women will never submit to you if you can't control your emotions, right? In order to have a woman's complete submission, she needs to be able to trust that you are a safe space for her emotions. And if you can't control your emotions, she's going to see that it's not safe here because he can't even control himself. You understand what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys be hitting me up asking me shit like, man, how do I control a girl's mind? I want to control her emotions. I want to control her mind. And I have to tell them the first step is controlling your goddamn self. You think a woman is going to give you that type of access? You see what I'm saying? Women don't, when a woman submits to you and we say shit like, oh, I'm going to take her soul and I'm going to make her fall in love with me and all that, they grant you that. They consciously make the decision to go there, right? They let you lead them down that path. If they don't want to do it, they're not going to do it, right? So if they see that you ain't the man for that because you can't control your emotions, it's not going to happen. Again, if you want to learn how to control a woman's emotions, you want to learn how to control a woman's mind and control a woman's emotions, learn how to control your goddamn self first. Learn how to control your fucking emotions. That's the first step, because she has to give you access to that. They ain't just gonna just give you that because you think that you deserve that. They got to see that you a safe spot. You understand what I'm saying? Again, this is something that it's not easy to do this. This is a journey that all of us have to continue to stay on. The more you practice, the better you'll get at doing it, right? But you should practice every day. Find things that, help you practice. I'll give you an example. I practice this every single day when I realized, I can use something to practice on this part of my journey in life, right? Excuse me. On TikTok and on social media, especially TikTok, I get comments that I don't like because, social media, especially TikTok, I have a lot of followers. I mean, I have a large following. I have a lot of followers. At this point, I have 1 million, right? When I started to get popular on TikTok, I started to get comments that, because TikTok shows your shit to everybody, not just your followers. So you get people who don't agree with you. So I would get people who would say rude shit or shit that I didn't like. And, at first I used to respond to all of it, right? Or as much as I had time to respond to and lash back out at them. Somebody say something crazy to me, I give them the smoke. I say something back to them. But I said, I'm going to use this, opportunity to further practice on mastering my emotions. So now I don't say nothing. I see something I don't like. I deliberately read my comments every day, especially on TikTok. And if I see somebody, now it's not that I used to get mad or, about disrespect, but people just say wild shit. Not disrespect, but disagreeing. I don't care about people disagreeing with me. That's not, but people saying disrespectful shit, wild shit. I used to respond to that. But I told myself that one way for me to practice mastering my emotions is to practice on not responding to little shit like that irks my nerves or that push my buttons. You understand what I'm saying? And with this whole social media shit or, YouTube shit anyway, because as you guys know, on YouTube, when I was doing my YouTube lives, I don't respond to trolls. I don't respond to troll YouTube comments and shit like that. I just block them now, because when people see that they can get a rise out of you, when trolls see that, you invite more trolls so they can get your energy now. You see what I'm saying? So it helps you. It helps me in that way too. You see other, people's shows and they always have trolls calling them. They always have trolls in their comment section. They always, because they respond to it, they feed into it. You see what I'm saying? But again, that's one of the ways that I practice controlling my emotions, is by that, because we human at the end of the day. Y'all can say, oh, well, you sticks and stones don't break your bones and all that, but y'all don't understand because y'all don't have a following. Y'all don't wake up to see people talking crazy about you. So it's easy to say, oh, you should ignore it. Nah, when you see some shit, you're like, man, bitch, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna say something to your fat ass. You know what I'm saying? You be wanting to say something like, bitch, you fat, and you a million pounds, like Miss Potato Head. Fuck out of here, right? But, I'm only human, so I be wanting to say shit like that sometimes. And, I did realize too that when I would respond to people, they would report my comments. So it's just trolly shit. And then my page was getting strikes on it and shit like that. My account was getting strikes on it. But anyway, that's for me not being able, the consequences of me not controlling my emotions. But that's how I practice now. I just don't respond, and I just take it, whatever. And in 2 minutes, I'd have been forgot about them anyway. You know what I'm saying? But that's law number 10, fellas. Master the art of controlling your damn emotions. That's a journey. It's a continuous journey. Nobody's going to ever be perfect, but the more you practice, the better you become at it, and the more attractive it makes you to not only women, but to people and opportunity as well. People love a man, who can control his emotions, and he's in control of himself. He don't let things get to him, and he don't let things move him off his center or move him off of his square. You always want to aspire to be that guy. Look at Jay-Z, for example, right? It's no secret that Jay-Z is regarded as how he's the GOAT of all of this shit. It's not only his music, but it's the way he carries himself. You see what I'm saying? You never see him, let little shit get to him. You never see him respond to trolls. You never see him flip out and get mad, regardless of what Dame Dash do or say about him, regardless of what Kanye say about him, or say about his wife or his family. So, I always aspired to be like, have that type of control that Jay-Z had, you know what I'm saying? And I've been working on that every day for a long time, and I'm a lot better than I was at 21. In my 30s, I'm a lot better at it now than I was back then. But that's one of my player commandments, just to master the art of controlling your emotions.